Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Back again. Kevin here at Big Kevin Garage. Got something different today. I know you're wondering, now what's that but sitting behind him? Well, let me tell you. This is my 2004 Chevrolet Avalanche, aka Hound. Now, why my son gave it that nickname, I have no idea. But today, it's a beautiful day, but it's hot. Beautiful, beautiful day, but it is hot out here today. The humidity is high, and that's just what it is down here in the South. Today, we're going to be working on Old Hound here. And Old Hound here got a little bit of a problem. And what that problem is, you may ask, I'm going to tell you. Old Hound here got a set of bad eyes. And we're going to see what we can do to fix that. Now, Old Hound here, I bought this truck maybe 4 or 5, maybe 5 or 6 years ago. Been a pretty good truck. Ain't really much to it. It's just Chevrolet Avalanche. I mean, it ain't very much to it. She need a little work, but other than that, I mean, it's not bad. I'll give you a walk around here in a little bit. That's starting to come loose there. That ain't no good, but I think that'll be all right. But yeah, that's what we got going on today, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to work on Old Hound eyes and see if we can't get those up to par. With that being said, I'm going to give you a quick walk around and let you check out Old Hound. Okay. Let me zoom out of that a little bit. Yeah. As you can see, we got a little bit of oxidation going on right there with Old Hound. She got a broken bug shield there. We'll probably go ahead and just take that off. There's no need of holding on to that. It's busted in a couple of places. We'll go ahead and get that taken off. But yeah, Old Hound. It's not a 4-wheel drive, but you know, it's set up like one. And I've had a lot of people ask me, is that truck 4-wheel drive? No, it's not 4-wheel drive. But it's the typical Avalanche. You know, it's got the cowling plastic around it. And that stuff is notorious for fading. I mean, notorious. As you can see, it's faded, but we're gonna work on that too. It's something we can do about that fading. We're gonna try to fix that too in due time. But it's a Z66. It's not a Z71. It's a Z66. What's the difference in a Z66 and a Z71? I don't know. I really don't know. Old Chevrolet. It's been a good truck. Like I said, I've had it for 5 or 6 years, somewhere around that time. it's been a good running truck. It's been dependable, you know. So I don't wanna jinx it or nothing like that. But yeah, it's been decent. You know, it's got the old 5.3 liter in it, uh, which is a good motor. A 5.3 liter is a good engine. Um, you know, you can do a little things to it to get a little bit of horsepower out of it, but it is what it is. It's just a 5.3. You know, a lot of guys like their LSs, ones, twos, threes, fours, five, sixes. I'm not that big on LSs, which I'm not saying that a LS is a bad motor because it's not. Uh, it's a good motor, but me personally, I don't really need all that horsepower. I just need something to get me down the road and something when I need to tow can handle the load. That's all I care about. But you know, some guys like the horsepower, and some guys like to do what they need to do to fix them up. And ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm perfectly cool with that. You know, maybe one day I'll build me an LS. Maybe one day, maybe a one or a two. So I ain't above that. But I'm good with my old 5.3 liter. It does what I need it to do. So, but yeah, it's starting to heat up out here. And with no further more delay, we're gonna get started working on these headlights and see what we can do to get old Hound a better set of eyes. With that being said, I'm gonna get back with you guys. Okay. Back in the shed. And this, ladies and gentlemen, should be the parts for old Hound. Now, if you hear some humming, that's because I got the fan going. So if that's that noise that you hear, that's what that'll be. That's the fan blowing in here. But yeah, this package came in and we're gonna get it open and see what we got. Hopefully these are the right parts. I'm hoping. I am hoping that these are the right parts here before I get started taking the eyes out of old Hound. Made in China. Okay. All right. Let's go. Let's see what we got here. Oh. We got something here. We about to find out what we got. Okay. There's that. And there's that. I imagine this here is the top part. This here is the signal lights here. I don't see any extra hardware in here, so maybe we don't need any extra hardware. Let's hope that we don't. Well, I shouldn't have took this out. Should have just left it in. We're gonna get this out here. It don't look like it comes with any bulbs, like old Blue did. Old Blue came with bulbs. I don't think this one does. No bulbs. So we'll just use the bulbs that we have already in there. Well, I done got that part out. That part taken care of. Look like I may have the right parts for old Hound. So with that being said, I'm gonna get out there, get the hood open, and I did a little research on changing these out. So hopefully things will go as planned. And hopefully old hound will have some new eyes here in a little while. So with that being said, I get you guys set back up outside and we'll go to work. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I got you guys set up as best I can. You may not be able to see everything that's going on here, but we gonna get in here and see what we gotta do. Okay, that was simple enough. Wow. That came right out. No problem. You know, I wish, but that's okay. I can always go back and I can always go back and get some more headlights, some more headlamps, the bulbs, that is, to replace the ones that's in here, because the ones that's in here look like they're a little on the rough side of the mountain. They are definitely on the rough side of the mountain. But that's okay. We'll use them. For the time being. They'll work. Oh, that was simple enough. Now let's see what we got to do to get this bottom one out. Now, on old blue, it used a simple tool. We're going to see if this one is just as simple. It just might be, ladies and gentlemen. It just might be. Now, I know you don't want to touch that headlamp bulb. They saying that's a big no-no. Hey, that was simple enough right there, guys. That was simple enough. And as you can see, that's not good there. That's just not good. These old bulbs been running for, these old lampshades been in there since what? About, it's an 04 model, 22 years. 22 years. Now let's see. Look almost the same. And we're about to find out what we got here. Is this gonna work or not? Just gotta do a little maneuvering. There we go. Get the wire out of the way. You know, I was really concerned that how difficult this was going to be. And it don't look like it's going to be difficult at all. What we got going on? There we go. There we go. Put my little Allen wrench things back in it. Push down. Snap in. Push down. Snap in. Okay. We're making progress. We're making progress. You know, I really didn't get no sleep last night thinking about this. Like, man, this is not going to be good. This is not going to work right. And I'm going to be sorry that I even did this. But hey, so far so good. Let's keep going. And what I'm going to do, I'm probably going to run to either AutoZone or O'Reilly's, one of them, and see if I can find some new bulbs to go in here. While I'm right here at it. Because it to me, it doesn't make any sense not to replace these bulbs. Doesn't make any sense at all not to replace them. Okay. Now what we got going on with this one? Hopefully I didn't speak too soon. Now, did that just happen? Yes, it did. The clip just fell out of it. Okie dokie. Close, but no cigar. Y'all excuse me for a minute. Oh, get this clip. Yeah, she turning out to give me somewhat of a struggle. Oh, the clip is broken. That's why. That's why. Wow. Okay. Now we're going to have to figure something out. Looks like it's about the same. Everything look like it's the same. Oh, I see what I'm doing wrong. I see what I'm doing wrong. There we go. There we go. There we go. I was getting a little worried there, y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, I was getting a little worried. Hey, I think that's going to be all right. But before I do the other side, I'm going to run to the auto parts store and I'm going to get some new bulbs for this because I don't want to come back and revisit this again. So I'm going to run to the parts store, get some new bulbs, and I'll be getting back with you guys. I ain't going to bore you with doing the other side because I've already got this side done. So you seen me do it. And that side there should be just an easy breeze too. So with that being said, I'll be back with the final results, but I am going to replace those bulbs while I'm here. Okay, ladies and gents, I'm back. Got me some replacement bulbs here. This one on this side was actually okay. So we going to let that one go, but we definitely going to replace this one. Hopefully I can get it out without having to take this all the way back out again, but we'll do that later. We're gonna continue to work on this over here. Get me some gloves on. I think I'm gonna clean this engine too today. Get that done. Degrease this old engine. Give it a bath. Now let's see. Set that right there. Set that right there. Now you want to be as gentle as you can with this. Something I'm not doing right now. Because it doesn't want to seem to cooperate. Look like somebody done been in here before and didn't get it in here correctly. Another headlight bezel. Terrible. And ladies and gentlemen, this is what I want to say about this. This is just not safe. I mean, this is just not safe. You know, my suggestion is to replace them if you can. I mean, and if you got to get them clean, I mean, you got to do what you got to do. But me personally, I think they should be replaced because at night you don't want to jeopardize seeing where you're going. So, like I said, these things been in here probably since the truck been made, which was 22 years ago. Now let that sink in. But yeah, we ain't gonna dwell on that too much. We're gonna keep it moving. Brand new bezel there. Come on, come on. All right. Now let's see. Now always remember, folks, don't touch these halogen bulbs because that's no good for them. You don't want to touch those bulbs. For some reason she don't want to line up. little bit of technical difficulties here. There we go. That's stuck in there. Latch down. Same with old side 2 over here. Do the same. Snap it in. Let's get the top one. Brand new bezels. Now, you can go to carparts.com and get your bezels for your vehicle. Or you can go on Amazon and get you your parts from there also. I mean, it's whatever you want to do. You have those two options. Now, if somebody knows somewhere else you can get these bezels, you can comment down in the comment section and let me know. But that's mostly where I get everything. From carparts.com, rockauto.com, Amazon. That's basically the only ones that I use. Okay. Get them stuck in there somewhat like so. Somewhat like so. I think like the last one, it wants to put up a little resistance here. But hey, be careful with these because they are a little on the fragile side. That wants to give me a little technical difficulties. Yeah, we want to be careful. We don't want to get too rough with her. because breaking these is not an option. This one put up a little bit of a fight too. Something we not doing right. Something. I'm not sure what it is. But we're going to figure it out. There we go. There we go. All right. Unfortunately, I got to take that one back out to replace the side marker, and I'm going to put a new turn signal light in there. But with that being said, before I do that, because that was a little bit of a struggle, I'm going to go ahead and take these off. Take this thing off because it's all busted, and we ain't going to leave it on there all busted and disgusted. I hate to, but I'm going to have to until I get a new one ordered. Get that off. Yeah, she done seen better days. That's okay, though. We'll get it replaced. I'm gonna go ahead and get that one back out and get that new bulb put in there and get that new side marker light put in there. And then I'll be back with you guys to give you the final rundown and let you see what big of a difference that made for this old 2004 Chevrolet Avalanche. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. New headlight bezels in the old Chevrolet Avalanche. That looks so much better instead of those faded things that was on there. That makes the truck look so much better. It was a little bit tougher than what old blue was, but nevertheless, we got it done. And it's not so much of the look, it's the safety of it. I mean, when you drive this thing at night, you want to be able to see where you are going. Because those dull uh, uh, headlight bezels are just so dangerous. And that just ain't what you want. And that looks a whole lot better, and that's going to be a whole lot safer. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that was a wrap. Now, that took about an hour to do that. That took about an hour. So, I mean, but the reward's going to be worth it. With that being said, I got a few more things I'm going to work on Mr. Hound here, and which I'll probably do off camera. But yeah, hey, look, thank you guys for all your support. Thank you guys for watching my videos. Thank you guys for the likes. And if you want to leave a comment, please do so. With that being said, always remember, get out in the sunlight and do something.